Sweet test. What sweet?
Hello? Test, test. Well, hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Tier 2. Round number 3, I believe, Abu Dhabi, after the disastrous Monaco and Azerbaijan. I don't know who would ever chose these tracks. Definitely not me. Hashtag I did it. Hashtag very much. As I said, that the stream is up as we at Abu Dhabi today. Very weird to see in the very earlier on. But look, it is what it is. So we are going on the driver's standings. It is Flairboy leading with 45 points. The standings with 27 is last race winner of LZ Albo, who I don't know if he's driving. I know Flair is. I don't necessarily see him in the first moment, with Napier in P3 with 24 points, followed with 20 and 17 points are Fastlook and Froome. Then you have Ocean Blade with 14, Gaming Monkey with 14, the Blue Ninja with 13, followed by Union and Anders, each having 12 and 10 points individually. Now onto the constructor standings. We go from bottom to top. It is the Williams having 11 points, followed by Red Bull with 15. 17 for the McLarens, with Mercedes having 23. And as the Racing Bulls have the same amount of points with 30 points is Sauber, and Aston Martin has 3 more than them with 34 points. Equal is Haas and Alpine, and with 36 points it is the Ferrari. Somebody DNF'd, I think. What happened? Napi's out of tier 2. Napi broke his wrist. That is crazy. I hope he recovers quickly, as Pro 11 is going to be the first person setting a lap around this track. So this is a perfect opportunity for Flair to basically win, extend his big lead, which he can easily do today. Has much more points than he needs, so he's already, what is he, 3, 5, 18 points ahead, so that's nice. Ahmed will get Bazinga back in the World Trust. Whoa, that's crazy to talk about your ex-teammate, your ex-P2, like that. I'm surprised that's even... Surprised that Ferrari... Flair is a reserve, that's a crazy thing, so he's gotten points for everyone. So Haas are in quite a nice position to score some decent points, I think. Although I think they're missing one... No, they're not missing a driver. As a little wobble from the Ferrari round one of the penultimate corners. As it's coming around the last track, he goes P1. Why did you leave JCR, Mr. Sky Ripper, team principal of the year, who left? As the unnamed Red Bull is gonna come across the line, and he does not beat anyone's time, as Gary goes fastest with 123.4. As Thomas the Tank Engine now coming across the line, the Aston Martin. Can it do better than 26? Yes, he can. 123.3. Game Monkey up to P3. Who's next? I'll be looking at Flair then. As a Blue Ninja sets a new fastest lap, 123.2. 4.5 at 10 faster than Thomas. as we follow on board with the Haas driver or Flair. I mean, it's more like a reserve. So what can this Nico Hulkenberg jumping-esque driver do from left to right? As, oh yes, nicely done. Across the penultimate corner, now into the last corner. It goes a little bit wide. I think it could have been a bit better. But yeah, 23.402, not too bad at all, as Mikanato is only down to P8. Illyrian fastest at 22.0. What a lap by the Williams driver, as Overdrive is starting his last lap. Xavier wanted to give me pens for something and didn't do, as I was on the racing line, so basically I feel it's bad like last season, didn't change. Also, Racecraft is poor in the first two races. Yeah, fair enough, as Overdrive. As disallowed, as we have NASCAR Freak driving. That's really interesting, because this is Formula 1 and not NASCAR. Has he gotten on the wrong game? The wrong car? Maybe that's, what's that one guy? Kyle Busch? No. Yeah, I think it's Kyle Busch, as he goes P8 to 122.506. Everyone quite close except the top two, being more far away. What was his name? Kyle Busch, I think it was, who said that, you know, he's as fast as Max Verstappen. So maybe this is him trying to prove he's the fastest. You never know, you know. You never know. 19 people. I hope at least 10 finish the race. At least 15 would be nice. But, I mean, that's probably not gonna happen. As DXH in the RB is coming across the line right now after the final corner. Up to the line. Where can he qualify? P11 at 24.3. 1 second slower than the top time. I'm cooked, chat. Brody, you're P5. What do you mean you're cooked? As we have the pink livery, as this year they have a yellow livery. It seems like we're going for all the colors of the rainbow. Well, what will next year's livery be? Red? That'd be nice. Uh-oh. As I'm getting a little lag spike. Is it visible on stream? Yes, it is. Oh. I am really sorry. I don't know why I get these lag spikes. Yeah, no. I'm not doing that. As Ocean Blade comes across the line quite laggily over, and he's P2 123.170, 1/10 slower. Oh my god, wait, will this fixed? Oh, I mean, I remember last time it fixed itself, but I think I've updated everything. Maybe, wait, let me check my Nvidia app. Sorry if this is gonna take a while. Oh. Okay. Let me go back in game. As my voice is starting to fade away. Oh, never mind. Nvidia is loading. Do I need to update or download anything? Look, it says it's quite okay. I have 4000 kbps. PS. Oh, there is a new drive release. Okay, that's worrying. Everything is fine. As botches him down to P15. It is through now, as it seems to have fixed itself. The problems, I'm really sorry about that. I think we'll have these problems quite a couple of times. As Froome is coming across the line. Where can he qualify his car? The McLaren goes fastest, 122.8. There you go, 2/10 upon the previous whole lap time. Well done. As Gary is up 1/10. That might put him into P5, move up 2 positions. As my voice is starting to fade away. Maybe I need to do ASMR commentary. Okay, guys. This is Gary. He is in the Ferrari lab. Whoa. As now coming across the final corner, takes it quite okay. Up to the line, P4 even improves 1/10.5. Well done to him. Bazinga is quite early. Gaming Monkey coming across the line, gets past his teammate only. NASCAR Freak is a freak. And Mikanato across the line, P12 for him. As I think Overdrive is the closest car coming across the line. Purple Sector 2 though, that might be interesting. I mean, we expect him to be somewhere around mid-table, I'd say. Mid to high table. Quite consistent driver, I'd say. I like him quite a lot. And here you go. Easy through these couple of corners. Not to spin out as there's yellow flags up front. It's the McLaren missing his pit entry, I think. As across the line has not invalidated where he's going to put his car. P12 only. Not good enough. As Flair, fastest lap. A 122.8. Beautifully done. As Bazinga is in. And it's Gaming Monkey. Then, not the final, but one of the last people. I need to relax a bit. Oh, he's invalidated. Didn't see where, but he has invalidated. So, Danny, he needs to set a lap. I think he's faster than Overdrive with a couple of tenths. So he's going to be looking around top half, I'd say. Hopefully for him, at least. As he comes across the line. Fastest lap at 122.3. There you go, half a second quicker than Flair. And I think that margin might be a bit too much to overcome for the rest of the drivers. As we're going to follow aboard with the reigning champion. Yeah. In tier 2, coming into the hairpin, takes it quite nice. Over the curb, takes the esports line, as you can clearly see, as you can see him going between the curbs even, and now he backs out of it as Illyrian goes P2 with a 122.6. So the gap has only shrunk with 3/10 difference, but then Ocean Blade, maybe he can pull something magical off. He needs to find basically 1 second. It's 4/10 though, which is quite a lot. He's gonna put him around P3. At least for now. Maybe he can pull something off in the last sector. Nice, nice. As the Blue Ninja, a 122.796. So he's up to P3. The Mercedes are flying around Abu Dhabi, which is quite incredible. But he's coming across the line, the reigning champion. Where can he put his RB? It's P3 with a 122.698. A good lap of him. As DXH coming, doing his final sector as well. As he's really slowed down. Bura with invalidated. Bocci now. He's gonna be setting now. Yes, provisional pole for now. I think he'll get pole position if I'm very honest. He was like near perfection though. Yeah, I can believe that as Bocci invalidates the 2 Saubers at the back of the grip. With only Invis being being behind them, as my nose is completely propped up. So sorry if I sound a bit daft, or whatever the name is. As Mikanato is starting his last and final run of this circuit for today. The Alpine beautifully swerving from left to right as a Haas on the left hand side lets him through. I believe that might have... no, that was Gaming Monkey himself. Takes the hairpin, quite nice, and then uses his ERS at the exit. Also takes a hybrid between the normal line and the eSport line. So there you have that, braking just after the 150 meter board. I think it's just before the 100 meter board, because you need really to hug that apex real tight to set up the exit for this straight, using all of the other ERS left in the tank. Almost no ERS left, as he's 2.5 tenths up, putting him around P9, P8. And so now for the final couple of corners, takes it nice and easy, no invalidations, really easy to invalidate right here when you're pushing the limit of your car. Seems to have done that quite well, using just what's a little bit left in the tank, and then coming across the line, goes up to P10, a decent lap for him. And we have this man, Gary, no ERS left at all, coming out to the end of the second straight. So he's running on really, just a lot of ERS consumption. He was just a little bit up on his second sector time. Maybe he can find something more to extend that gap to P8 behind him. Maybe even go for a shock P6 if he manages to do that. As he's coming across the last corner, takes it quite easy, uses the remaining ERS, P6, but improves to 2.5 tenths, and that might be enough to remain in P7. Who knows, as Danny improves with 1,000th of a second. The margins are so close. He said it himself, it was a near perfect lap. So we would be surprised if he manages to squeeze something more out of it. As he comes into the chicane, flicks it hard left, and now flicks it. No, doesn't flick it that much, but doesn't have that much ERS left on the second straight, as he's gonna run out of it quite quickly before reaching the end of the straight. Now braking just after the 50 meter board, flicks it to the left hand side, stays as tight as possible for the whole turn. And now it is easily flat out until the big braking zone, easy to outbrake to yourself. And now the difficult zone where you can easily do half track limit. But he has done it quite well into the penultimate corner, easy flat out. And then the final corner is left. Up to, oh, he's gone wide. But he's not invalidated, but he cannot... he cannot improve, as Flair is the next car to come across the line. And he improves up to P3, decent lap from him. Froome sets the fastest lap. Can Ocean Blade do something? No, he's P3. It is now Illyrian and Ocean Blade left. As now it's only this Williams man. Can he take pole position right now? It's the Froome with a 122.3 dead. Yes, he can. A 122.76. And now Ocean Blade has invalidated. Never mind. And that is your qualifying done, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, he is Pomel. But the rear is overheated. And ladies and gentlemen, qualifying done. How exciting was that? A beautiful qualifying and a beautiful top, all fighting for the end. It is the Williams of Illyrian taking pole position, very close by, snapping it last moment from Froome, with Pomodami not being able to improve from his previous lap, followed by the Blue Ninja, Flair, Ocean Blade, Gary, Dickies, Overdrive, Bazinga, Boover, rounding up your top 10. With Thomas and all the rest all behind, which I can't say fast enough, but need to show for Caleb as as he needs it for the standings. Not bad lap times, to be fair. No, it is not. I think that it's quite good. They are quite sweaty. You can say whatever you want, but I couldn't combine all sectors, I'm cooked. Well, they might cook their tires. I don't remember which strategy. I think there were two options, 2 or 1 strategy. We already know Ocean Blade is gonna do a one-stop strategy. That's a clear one. Napier says ready up. Yeah, nobody has ready it up. That's crazy. And we have 3 minutes left. So, ladies and gentlemen, I will then go on the Formula 1 app and say the real life F1 standings, practice 1. Very important with sprint qualifying only in 2 hours. Charles Leclerc leads with a 129.3 with 41 laps of Max Verstappen, followed by Oscar Piastri, Lewis Hamilton, and then follow the Mercedes pair of Kimi Antonelli and George Russell, who are both 0.7 seconds off the pace. That's how mental. Is this a new Ferrari? Maybe, who knows. With Lando Norris in P7, followed by Pierre Gasly and Isaac Hadjar. The Williams is also very close by, P10 and P12, so they are making improvements. Disappointing for the Haas, with Oliver Bearman in P13, followed by the Audi pair of Bortoleto and Hulkenberg. And then followed by Esteban Ocon. Then comes the first Racing Bull, Liam Lawson, as the Racing Bulls seem not to have that much pace as Sergio Perez in a Cadillac P18, followed by Fernando Alonso, Valtteri Bottas, Arvid Lindblad, and last but not least, it is Lance Stroll. So that is interesting to see. Interesting for sprint qualifying. We might see a Ferrari qualifying, as a lot of people say. Sweat. Yeah, I'm sorry. This is tier 2. I couldn't change the title because I couldn't log in because somebody is not here. I even promised him a sheep. Apparently, where he's from is he likes that. I'm Welsh too, that's crazy. I don't even know if Caleb is Welsh. I always believed he was from England. He might be from England. But, yeah, Welsh. Yeah, it's crazy. You and the Albanians are up to something, I must say. You both like sheep a lot. Or is it donkeys in Albania? I think it's sheep. You know, that's the things you have to wonder in life. What is there with sheep? And even animals in general in other countries? You know, what is it there that you so like? Is that why the language of Wales is so weird? I'm sitting on tribunes. I don't even know what's that supposed to mean, so... Okay. Somebody should ready up any moment now. It is already 30, 20, 30. Come on. Go, 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 go. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be seeing a strategy variation. There's more sheep than people in Wales, hence the joke. Our language originates from Celtic tradition. Okay, it was a joke. But yeah, I can imagine, and Netherlands have more bikes than people. So, not the only one. Tires! Oh, this is so boring. Everyone on mediums, only the RBs on hards. And you can imagine the RBs are going to do a overcut. Same as Jan Opmeer. And it's going to be a one-stop. I'm predicting that. That is the only thing I'm predicting. One stop from Ocean Blade. There are certain things in people. You getting taxed. You dying. And Ocean Blade on doing a one stop. Why would you go live in Wales though? That's interesting. How is life in Wales? Because England is England. You know, I could imagine somewhat what it is like. I've seen enough videos and stuff. Scotland, I have no idea as well. Like... Okay, now Caleb breaks up, or Jack, wherever it was. Messages something. That's crazy. That's not me, by the way, typing. I don't have the Twitch account on my phone. So... I'm in D-side. Am I doxing these people right now with telling that in front of our 16 viewers? And turns out they live next to each other. It is crazy, ladies and gentlemen. If you live at King's Road number 14, you could find a person there. Yeah, alright, buddy. Calm the fuck down. You also need to give me the login, Caleb. As it is 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, and it's... go time! A long wait for the lights, but I think the Williams has gotten a decent start. As Thomas moves already a position up, the McLaren not under threat really, as Ocean Blade moves 1 position up, as we see, I think it was an Alpine going quite wide. A good start from the Williams man, as the Blue Ninja having a little look on Pomadami. It's Ocean Blade close by, as up behind it's gonna be too wide everywhere. So I can't be really saying who's moving up, where, when, and everything else. As Danny looking to attack the McLaren of Froome. And there you go, Mercedes has done it on the McLaren, as a lot of people moving up and down as a bollard goes off. I think that's an Aston Martin hitting it and going off track as well. As the other McLaren in a battle with Gaming Monkey and Mikanato. Here he is, here he comes, Damon himself. He goes around the outside. Can he stick the move? No, he cannot, unfortunately for him. As Flair is close by from the Blue Ninja, but he backs down as Illyrian already has a 1 second gap made. So he's clear in the DRS. Oh, sorry for that. You could guess I am hungry. Sorry. As fast as lap, Illyrian is flying away currently, and everyone else is within 1 second of each other. That's beautiful. All are gonna be within 1 big DRS train. So expect some carnage in the next couple of laps. Can Froome pick? No, no. Can he retake his position back? I'm sorry. My memory isn't that good anymore. As the Bocci moves up to DXH. I think that's a sound on the... Oh, there you go. No DRS from the Mercedes, and the Mercedes falls behind. I think Gary is making a move on Overdrive. I know it's Overdrive on Gary. And we're gonna look on board on the Sauber. Boover making a daring move, making a lot of contact. Oh, they've spin round. Thomas hits him as well. I think Gary's almost put into the wall. It's now 4 right. No, make it 3 right into the hairpin. And the Alpine. Oh, contact again with Mikanato. A lot of contact 3 right. How is nobody spun? All keeping within track limits as well. It's the Alpine and the Aston Martin. Yeah. Somebody ascended. I think somebody was on the inside. I think it's Bazinga. Oh, he's gone slow. What has happened here? What has happened with the unnamed driver? It seems he's going quite slow. Pro 11 on the inside as he gets a 3-second time penalty already. And how has this Red Bull driver fallen off? That's quite a decent suggest, but if you want, ask that in a Discord server. Send it in the suggest thingy. Maybe they would do something like that, but that's not me. I would do it maybe for a bit more, because it does remove from the spectacle maybe, or from the racing, and I don't know if I want to do it, but look, we'll see. As a McLaren of Damon gets past Mikanato up to P10, it is for him. Is there going to be even more contact from behind? Oh, yes there is. A little touch. Little tap as Froome, meanwhile, has closed the gap between 1 second to the cars ahead, as Overdrive loses the position. With Flair moving up down or from the Blue Ninja. Oh, I can't talk anymore. Too much action everywhere. Left, right and center. You know, everywhere. That's why. Oh, yellow flags. Who's gone off? It's Gaming Monkey and Gary spinning around. The Ferrari has been spun round. And this race has gotten from bad to worse. I want to say miserable for some reason, but yeah, you could also say that his state of mind is miserable. As an Aston Martin of Chad Band on the inside of DXH, but I think he backed out of it last moment. Yellow flags, and it's a Ferrari. Front wing damage. Is he going to continue his race or not? I mean, he's coming into the pits, but will he retire? No, he's not. He has a strong will, I will say that. There's nobody making moves nearby. Bouva with no DRS, although Thomas is quite far away. Maybe Damon is gonna have a look at Overdrive. Yes, he is. On the inside, oh, contact goes a little bit too much onto the racing line. Yeah, I don't know what is this. Oh, did you get blocked? I didn't see that, sorry. But anyway, Damon cannot Overdrive maybe. Once again, he's gonna send it. Yes, he is. Overdrive leaves him the space last moment. Good awareness of the Williams man. Surely probably not all too happy with how this has turned out, as this 3 drivers fighting behind. As we're gonna switch over there, Bocci and Gaming Monkey side by side. Bocci on the inside and moves up to P12. Well done on his counterpart. Oh, Aston Martin. Chad Band into the wall. Oh, has he got front wing damage though? Maybe his rear tires have warmed up. I'm gonna put it like that. But he's not boxing. Gary, still the only one who has boxed onto the hards, I presume. He needs so for a safety car, really, realistically. If he wants to do anything out it, as Froome is within half a second for the first time, I think, in this race. He is this close to a driver ahead, but he will not make a move. Going to leave it to Lee and just trying it slow, as Damon and Overdrive battling once again, but this time the McLaren gets the better of it, of the Williams man. Ooh, we have this little vibe of Bocci Going past Gaming Monkey once again. Oh, Gaming Monkey with front ring damage. I just see now his right hand and blade is missing. So that's gonna be a little bit tough for him. But it's... yeah, it is going to be quite tough on him. As Damon hoping to get within DRS range of Thomas the Tank Engine as he almost spins out. Having a little power slide. But yeah, quite aggressive driving style, I must say. Again, power slide out of the last corner. 2 tenths left to make up until the DRS detection point. I think he might have it just. As we're closing in, yes, I think he has, and I think Thomas has lost the DRS with Buva up ahead. That's unfortunate for the Aston Martin, as that DRS is helping, I mean, quite a lot. But he doesn't have ERS anymore, the McLaren, so he can't do anything anymore, as everything has calmed down quite a bit. We will be looking back at the front and staying with them for the majority of time. At least for the nearby future, as I am going to blow my nose, so be careful. As, yeah, all the top, why is it 6, driving very closely by, nothing really to mention, as Thomas, he's the first person to pit, and I think that is a definite 2-stop for the Aston Martin. He's the first one regularly without wing damage or anything else to box, so it'd be interesting to see if somebody is going to react to him as he goes onto the hard compound of tyre. Oh, and he's back on track. So yeah, that's gonna be interesting to see. He was in P8. Oh, yellow flags. It's an Alpine. I think it's an NASCAR. He's stuck. He's spun it on the wall. Weird way as he resets on track. And Thomas just barely evades him as Flair gets a 3-second time penalty. The first off the top with a penalty. So that is not ideal for him. As Froome still lurking behind, closely by. Not really doing anything, I must say. All of them are not doing anything. This is a bit boring. I might get tired. Elivian, 3-second time penalty, and he's in. Oh, that might be a pit lane glitch, and he is definitely going for a 2-stopper as well. 1 lap later than the Aston Martin of Thomas. So Buva is pitting as well, following the race leader. Let's see, from the mediums, which tires will be. It will be the hard compound tire. Gaming Monkey, 3-second penalty. I think it's all for coming into the pits. But let's see Buva, where he's gonna come out compared to Thomas, as he gets onto the medium tires. As we follow on board with Thomas for a bit. And I think he's gonna get ahead of Buva, maybe just... No! Buva! Has he made... Ooh! Ooh, I think he's gonna send it, he's gonna send it. Yes, he is down the inside, he's gonna send it as Gary, I think, has hit the pit wall. Let me look over. I think he maybe has. But never mind, can Buva make a move on Thomas? Can't seem to do so, or he's waiting maybe for the next straight. As yellow flags, I think Gary's tires are absolutely gone. Which isn't ideal for him. As Froome has made a 1-second gap to Danny, incredibly. So he might be pushing really hard. As Flair's gotten past Danny. Oh, but Danny is in. So he as well is boxing, trying to cover off Illyrian in the Williams, as Overdrive is also in onto the hearts for him as well. Let us follow with the Williams man to see where will Danny come. And I think the undercut has worked quite well. I think it has. It has a massive undercut. I think it's 4 or 5 seconds already. Or did Illyrian cut the track that much that he gained time, and that's why he got a 3-second time penalty? That's the question to wonder. Maybe he has some blistering pace compared with his new tires compared to the old ones. As Ocean Blade cruising behind, he's gonna make a move. No, he's not, as Gary is trying to try not to spin challenge, failing every single corner. Although Ocean Blade is having a little look, he might be onto the attack right now. But in this third sector is the most difficult, as Flair goes a little bit wide and yeah, just loses time compared to the leaders, as Gary's on the outside doing interesting things. We're not gonna be commenting about that. And there you go, Flair is in as well. So let's see which tires he's going to box on. From mediums to the hard compound of tire. And where is Flair going to be? Because he was behind Danny. He's behind Illyrian already. And I think Danny goes past DXH. DXH lets him go. Knows it's not his race to oh! I think he's got an illegal overtake. Overtaking on the yellow flags. And that's absolutely ruined it. And Flair now, he has escaped the undercut. I think he's lost about 2 seconds. Yeah, almost at least 2-3 seconds. Bummer Danny, that's fortunate. For him at least. I got done 2 better than 3. That's not me saying anything. But anyway, Flair on the outside. DXH goes defensive. And what is this camera angle? Why am I being shown this? As Flair gets past TXH. But now it is Flair onto Danny. And all the rest staying out. As Gary retires. He's out of this race. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Froome is in. The race leader is in. Can he go 19 laps on the hards? That is the question to back, as Ocean, the Blue Ninja, is staying out. And now the question is, where is he going to come out? How big of an undercut did Illyrian make? He made a big undercut. He's already ahead of them as Bicanato, 3 seconds. Time penalty for him as well. It's more a question, where is Danny going to come? And Danny is going to be ahead of Froome. So is Flair. As Invis gets a 3-second time penalty. Where is Froome going to come out? Is he going to come out ahead of Buva? I think he is. Yes, he is. 2 seconds up to Flair. And this is really interesting, because Illyrian might actually make the 2-stop work, as he has quite a fast pace, as Flair gets another 3-second time penalty. It's another one, as I'm getting sleepy and hungry. Ay, ay, ay. That is no good. As Ocean Blade... Oh, he's gotten past the Blue Ninja, I think. Has he? He was behind the Mercedes, I think. As Bocci gets a 3-second time penalty. As Ocean Blade, yeah, you can see the Haas being much better than the mediums. And the Blue Ninja is in as well. All the leaders have boxed except one driver, and that is Ocean Blade on the hards. So he'll be trying to one-stop. Illyrian already passing him. And I think the perfect for him, if he manages to do... If Illyrian only catches up within like 5 seconds, I'd say. Or 5 laps. And that'd be a done deal for Ocean Blade. I mean, I don't know how much these tires can last. That's the question. As the Blue Ninja goes down to P10. With 10th being quite low. With Flair being quite close, I must say, but Olivian catching up really quickly to Ocean Blade. You can see the fresh tires are much better than those old tires, of course. I mean, that's logical. Don't know what else to say, but here is Flair with DRS. Can he pass? Oh, almost make contact with the Mercedes of Danny. He's gonna try around the outside. I think he's making the move stick. Has he? Has he? Yes, he has. Beautiful move. But Danny does not give up on the inside, almost loses control and hits the rear of Flair as he gets a 3-second time penalty as well. What an overtake, beautifully done of Flair. And Ocean Blade, he has been overtaken by Illyrian already. He's made some sort of mistake. He lost 3 seconds. Oh. Oh no, Ocean Blade has left the session. Oh no. Ocean Blade, Ocean Blade, Ocean Blade, Ocean Blade. I have sent him an invite. That's unfortunate for Ocean Blade. I think Illyrian now is running away with this victory as Flair gets past. And Danny will as well, as Ocean Blade is suffering right now. He has joined back in, ladies and gentlemen, but I think the one stop cannot really work anymore as Danny's getting hauled up and needs to go off track to actually pass him. Oh, Boova on. I think he's gotten past Thomas now, no? No idea, but it's the Blue Ninja trying to dispatch both of them at once. Would be very nice. Oh, a little bit of contact as NASCAR retires 3 wide. Oh. Ocean Blade cannot get past. I think that contact was a little bit too shady. Round the outside of the Aston Martin. Again, contact. 3-second penalty for the Mercedes once again. Almost hitting Thomas as well on re-entry. That is all a bit too close. Yeah, the Mercedes struggling a little bit. What is happening down there? As Bazinga finally passed the game rank up to P15 for him only. That is no good at all. Yellow flags as well. Somebody's gone off. I think it's a lapped car or is somebody retired. As Froome, there you go. He's finally getting past Pomodani and up to P3 it is for him. But is it Ocean Blade? He's finally going to dispatch the Aston Martin. Although, no, he can go back to the racing line. And that is nicely done for him. Next up is Boova in P6. But he has DRS of Ocean Blade. I don't think Ocean Blade is in AI mode anymore. Or at least I don't believe so. As he's having a little look on the outside. Maybe a little some sort of switchback. But he cannot get past off as Boova almost hits the back of Ocean Blade. And now, oh, that was an aggressive block. That was really aggressive for the Sauber. I think that might have been borderline as Ocean Blade is holding them both up. And oh, almost loses the rear. This Mercedes. Is this the AI of Ocean Blade? Or is this Ocean Blade himself? I don't know. But they're all bunched up. 5 cars, one behind each other. And oh, Boova. Really aggressive defending. Almost makes contact. There might have been contact made actually with the Blue Ninja, with the Mercedes. But anyway, it is third time a charm. He's gonna go around the outside. Is he gonna try a switchback? And I think he is. And I think this time he will manage to do it. He's gonna box him in. Oh, Boova tries to force his way out, but the Blue Ninja does not let him go. And there you go, up to P5. For the Mercedes driver. Boova really late on the brakes, cuts off the Mercedes. Oh, contact again. Everyone, oh, the Blue Ninja spun. And he has been hit by, I think, Overdrive, if I'm not wrong. But now Overdrive letting them all go. I think he might have gotten the legal overtake. As the Blue Ninja passed Thomas. And again, back to 0 for him. Really unfortunate for coming out behind Thomas and Buva after his pit stop. Otherwise he would have been flying up to Danny at least. But now he's 10 seconds behind. So he can forget his chances at the podium. As his next opponent is Damon. The Monster. It's the Monster, not Damon. Just realized that. Whoopsie. As Overdrive gets past Thomas. He's already 10 laps on the hearts, I think. Oh, as my voice is starting to fade away. But here he is, the Mercedes. I think he's gonna be a bit more ruthless. He's gonna go for a switchback on the McLaren once again. Oh, McLaren having a little power slide once again. We see the Monster do it. Oh, what is this Hakkinen Schumacher-esque Zonta thing? But the Blue Ninja on the outside of the McLaren. Space has been left, and this is fine racing, ladies and gentlemen. This is how you do it. Though maybe a little bit squeezed, the McLaren has been, but it is still much cleaner than with the Ninja and Buva. And there you go, the McLaren on the inside once again. And I think he's made the mistake. A little bit of pushing through there, but it's all okay. With Overdrive now behind them, looking to capitalize off their fighting. And Ninja, yeah, struggling a little bit. His tires are probably gonna feel it as well. He's not gonna be happy at all. As Buva is in, I think there might be a second stop already today. A second and last stop. Sector 3, somebody has hit a wall. I think it's TXH or Mikanato. Oh, it's a Red Bull Bazinga. I think it has been spun. But ladies and gentlemen, let's move. The blue has gotten past Damon. Somewhere, somehow, he's gotten past already. But I fear he's gonna lose his position again, as he won't have DRS on this straight, as Ocean Blade is fading away. Can the Monster, sorry, not Damon, I'll just call it Damon actually. You've been nicknamed Damon the Monster, congratulations. But no, Ocean Blade, oh look at that exit, he's flying away. And now Overdrive maybe? No, he can't, but perfect. The Blue Ninja free air, 14 seconds, and he can do what he wants. As Overdrive still pressing on Damon the Monster. Why are we calling both names? Why am I so confused by this? With Mikanato on the inside of the Ferrari. Oh, he's hit the wall. I just caught a glimpse of that, and that was borderline crazy, I'd say. As Ocean Blade is finally in for his one and only stop, and I suppose TXH is in as well. Both RBs in on the same lap. As Bazinga retires from the session, and safety car. Safety car has been deployed, and I don't know whether that's unfortunate for Ocean Blade or not, but everyone else who is on hards, I think they could box now, no? Who is... I think Damon might be a bit unlucky, but although if he's on the new hards, he might be able to push more. Don't know what happened with Bazinga himself, clearly not going. My penalty is getting removed, says Illyrian. That is good to hear. Make sure you don't get another warning, because I don't know how it works. How much percent was Ocean Blade at? I do wonder. But is Illyrian 17 laps on hard? That's crazy. But 96%, what? He's pushing really his luck. But Illyrian is in. I think everyone will be in. It's only a matter of which tires they were choosing. As Danny gets a 3-second time penalty, he might be able to remove that as well on the pit entry. It is new hards for the Williams, new hards for Flair. It is Froome, new hards, new mediums for the Mercedes. Danny, there you go. We've seen he can be really quick as well. And there you go, everyone is boxing except only Ocean Blades. But he had to box, really. Otherwise, he would have gotten a penalty. I mean, puncture, definitely. 96%. I still don't get how he managed to do that. And hard for him. Ocean Blade is in once again. I mean, yeah. No need to take the extra lap. What tires is he going on? Parts again. Yeah, I mean, don't blame him. From P5 to P16 is a slight downgrade, but Thomas, 3-second time penalty on the safety car. That's unfortunate. But ladies and gentlemen, everyone is on hards except 3 people. That is TXH, Gaming Monkey, and Danny. So that will be interesting. A 10 lap, I think even less, 8 or 9 lap sprint until the end. So that's nice. As we're all waiting. The safety car to come in. The commands this start. The CXH is boxing as well, so. So yeah, it's gonna be 8 laps, I think. Safety car is not in this lap, so it will be even 1 lap less. As we're just going to be easily now. The penalties are crazy. Oh, no, safety car is in anyway. At this very last moment, that is quite a surprise. And it's now wondering, Lewin is already gone and Flair is following close by. But Froome has been caught off guard really hard. No, make that Puma Danny as well, as Damon is actually going to try and make a move maybe. Or maybe not. But it is Flair looking for that victory once again. As Pro 11, another 3-second time penalty. Let's look at the penalties though. Oh, no, not this. Penalty is crazy. Anyway. Flair, can he make a move on the Williams for the lead of this race for the first time? And I think he's going to be able. He's going to go down the inside of the Williams and up to P1. It is. 11 is going to try a switchback. Maybe that will work. But it doesn't look like it. Though he's still very close by. But the McLaren is also close by. But not enough. Ocean Blade 3-second time penalty. As he's up to P15. I mean up to he's down to more likely. As Overdrive. With Buva also very close by. But it is Froome. Look, yeah, the top three are moving quite close and far away. Froome currently winning this race, I think. Unless it even has only 1 3-second penalty. Let me check. No, it's so Illyrian is winning this race if he can get that penalty removed. As Flair. Oh, Danny sets a fastest lap. He's within DRS range, but Damon. Yeah, they might stay just a bit. It's really the Blue Ninja who needs to get past that McLaren of Damon to be able to challenge for a podium at least. That would be a nice consolation for him. I think he got a little bit saved by the safety car as well and the fact that Buva pitted earlier. But yeah, never mind. Sometimes you need a little bit of luck. As the Williams is closing in on Flair, but not fast enough, so no moves right there into this chicane. Turn whatever this might be. As, yeah. Danny has gotten past, no, this is against, no, Damon. Huh? No, it is the Blue Ninja. Has been being overtaken by Damon, that's the thing. But anyway, let's revert back to the top. After they cross the line, 6 laps is left, all or nothing for these drivers. Flair is gonna be a bit difficult, he needs to make a gap to try to stay onto the podium. Illyrian needs to stay just behind Flair to win this race if he can get that penalty removed. Would be good enough for him. Froome, if he wants to be sure of that victory, needs to get past that Williams. And that would be absolutely perfect for him and enough. Doesn't need necessarily to win it on track. But that is the game as we get the 20-second ahead. Great. But anyway, DRS once again has been activated and Buva, oh dear. I don't want to say anything. Oh no, never mind. The Blue Ninja is much closer and he's gonna fly past the monster. And up to P5 for him. Once again, as Overdrive gets overtaken, I think, by Thomas. But here comes Buva. Doo-dum, 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 doo-dum. Is he gonna send it? Is he gonna send it? No, too far away. Too far away. The Hungry Shark is coming. Or more like the danger is approaching. Doo-dum, doo-dum. Oh, I'm hungry. Sorry. Did you know I was hungry? As Danny joins into this top 4 as well. So the 3-way fight has become a 4-way fight. And that's gonna become more interesting, yeah. No overtake seems to be happening. All spread out. Yeah, nothing really. Maybe at the back, Ocean Blade up to P13. Maybe he can sprinkle a little move. Oh, Pro 11 and Mikanato, they both gone off track. And this is perfect for Ocean Blade as Mikanato gets a 10-second time penalty for cutting the track. I think he just full throttled it. He is giving that position back, but he's gonna lose that position to Ocean Blade, and up to P12 he goes, the reigning champion. having difficulty to make up. Only 2 points for him just now, as the monster has gotten another penalty. Boover with no penalties is going to move up. Maybe we'll get a post-race penalty as well. But Danny lost DRS with Froome for now. Seems like it. He has difficulty with maintaining the leader's space. But never say never, I guess. But there you go, 3/10. Maybe this is the time Illyrian will go for a move on Flair. He's closing in. Is he gonna send it? No, he backs out of it. And nothing is happening as up behind. I'm gonna look over what is happening up behind. They're all in 2 columns. What is this? They're 4 wide. What am I seeing? Oh, the Ferrari almost hits. But the 2 RBs collide. That's unfortunate for Ocean Blade, but I can't speak anymore. Absolute cinema is the only word I can have. Oh, contact. I think the best is from this POV with the Ferrari and the RB fighting each other. The 2 Ferraris being at the top, quite at the middle of the pack now, at the back of the pack. But yeah. Ocean Blade closing by losing 2 positions in the meanwhile. Not ideal to say the least. Danny losing a lot of time. Even the Blue Ninja has closed up to him. So surely these mediums must be going off then, as those hards are longer lasting, I guess. As we look at the top, will Flair try to make a new move on Illyrian? When has Illyrian gotten past him? I don't remember that. I've got some memory issues then, I guess. But no moves. Let's look up behind. Oh. Let's look this bunch. What are they going to do? As I'm going to remove a little bit of the stuff. The RB goes a little bit defensive on the Ferrari. Oh, the Ferrari has gotten quite wide. And what can this RB do? Where's the Ferrari gone? He's there behind, so he's gained 1 position. Really stalemate. Let him by, and I think the right decision is, yes, as TXH gets another 3-second time penalty. I don't know where, but he has received it. As Pro 11 gets another 3-second time penalty. As Chadwick Invis is now side by side with the RB. He's gonna send it. Yes, he is down the inside, but the RB expects this and does a switchback. And now the Ferrari is attacking the Aston Martin, but still side by side. Oof. Very close, a very nice fighting. Oh, both of them go off track as the Haas of Gang Monkey needs to evade all this. This is all for not even a point position, which is a crazy thing. And I think they finally calmed down. With 3 laps to go only until the end of this race. And I think Flair might make a move on anytime soon. Although let me see the leaders gap. Flair currently will finish in P6 with his penalties. Although probably even a bit lower. But still, you get the gist. Danny, another 3-second time penalty, unfortunate, but Flair is going to go around the outside. Is he going to do it again? But no, a bit too far away. And now Froome has actually gotten past him, with Flair going a bit too wide, and he's lost the position. And now it is a direct battle for the lead, for the win of this race between Froome and Illyrian. No penalties for Froome, no penalties for Illyrian on top of the already pit lane penalty. So this is going to be very interesting. As the top 3 leading behind another 3 cars, 2 Mercedes and a McLaren. I must say the Monster holding up quite well against 2 Mercedes who are clearly faster drivers, based on qualifying at least. So that is nicely done from him. as Invis is in the pits, unfortunately. As Flair almost hits the back of Froome. That was a little bit too close for comfort, I'd say. But yeah, he's much closer to him than Froome is to Illyrian. Although, he seems to be closing in right at the end of the straight, but the gap is too big to make any move. And I think next lap, we might see the elbows coming out of these drivers, trying to secure that victory. As we come across the line right now. And it is the last lap, ladies and gentlemen. Only if it is not for the championship deciding. It's only for the third race winner deciding. Who is it going to be? Is it going to be Illyrian or Froome? Or do they somehow crash and is Gonna Flag going to win it? You never know. Never say never. But 6 tenths. Ooh, that is quite a big gap. But you never know with DRS. He might be able to make that right. Oh, power slide. He's lost the rear a little bit on the exit of the hairpin. That's going to ruin his chance of overtaking the Williams man. Although he is closing in really quickly. But now he needs to get the perfect exit from this chicane. But I don't think he's going to be able to do it. No, 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 no. No, it's too far away. Illyrian. He's managed to stay put in P1. Well done to him. And I think that is over. As the last drivers are coming. That was the last overtaking opportunity, really. He's close enough for the next lap, but there is no next lap. Ladies and gentlemen, Illyrian. He led almost every single lap, controlled the whole race. With a 3-second penalty that might get removed, so he might be the winner. But Puma, he wins it on track, as Froome is going to win it off track. And there you go. Froome off track. Where is Flair going to end up? Is it P4? It's P3. The Blue Ninja gets a podium after all. Well done to him as Danny falls down. Boover up to P5. As Thomas gets up to P7. Bocci stays in P9, P10. As Mikanato and Ocean Blade come across the line. Ocean Blade up to P11. A decent consolation prize. With the two RBs in 11 and 12. Mikanato taking the last space. Oh, never mind. Gaming Monkey takes the last point. Just from Pro 11 as Invis goes around. But the Blue Ninja gets a consolation prize for his... well, it was a horror show. From him with Buva and the other guys. But ladies and gentlemen, that was it. A quite good race, I must say. Didn't get that sleepy, so it must have been good quality. Well done to the Williams man, to the top three really, especially the Blue Ninja, can say that. So ladies and gentlemen, that is it. The official result of this race, at least for now, is Froome winning this race, followed by Illyrian, who might get his penalty removed. The Blue Ninja gets a podium, well done to him, flying P4, followed by Buva, amazing results, same for the Monster, with Thomas following with then Puma down in P8, Bocci, Overdrive, Ocean Blade, DXH and Gaming Monkey finishing off the last of the point scoring, followed by Mikanato, Pro 11 and Chadband Invis, the last of the finishing drivers. Ladies and gentlemen, I say thank you for watching and we will see you tomorrow for Tier 1. Good night and bye bye.